Hello, once again, welcome to a brand new video, brand new topic, I should say. This week we have taken a topic careers in architecture. But before we get on to the subject matter, it's a customary thing. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel, that is www.youtube.com/rightcareers, a one-stop career solution channel. In case you have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much, and in case you haven't, do click on the subscription button. And I would also like to reiterate that in case your bell button doesn't function for various reasons, every Monday at 5 p.m. India Standard Time, I put the video, I upload a new video, which means even without the bell button, a small request from my side to visit the YouTube channel every Monday at 5 o'clock and then get to access the new video. Now, let us get into the week's topic, that is careers in architecture. This week we will see what is architecture, what does architect as a profession do, how do we get into this course BArch, that is architecture, and who and all can pursue this course, what are the skill sets and that's required to get into architecture as a career. So that's what we're going to see this week. And finally we'll also see the pros and cons of being a architect. So with this we'll wind up this week. Let us get straight away into the topic. First thing about architecture, we need to know what is architecture. Now let us take a very small case study. We have been living in a city. Let's assume that we've been living in this city, in any particular city, for quite some time. For example, I've been living in Chennai for say around almost 40 years, and it's not Chennai. It was Madras, right? Those days, and now it is Chennai. The Madras that we know was all about LIC buildings, Mount Road, Anna Salai. That's what we know. Now, is that the city now? No. The city has diversified left, right, center, vertical, horizontal, whatever we call. Now the city is grown along, people have grown and the city has also grown. Lot of structures have come, lot of new buildings have come, lot of malls have come. So is the case with some other city. Let's take Bangalore as an example. Bangalore was a botanical paradise some time back. Now whether Bangalore is the same now? No, it is now more or less a concrete jungle with the advent of lot of buildings, lot of civil construction activities. Yes, it has become a concrete jungle. Even in foreign countries like Dubai, will someone call Dubai a desert? No, it is a desert. But still, with the advent of infrastructure development, look at how Dubai is made. So all these things, all these transformations were possible because of civil engineers, because of architects. So architects play a very important role in construction of huge buildings, right from small buildings to massive properties. So that's what architects do first. They plan the design, they basically plan the design. That's what they are supposed to do. Now they also do landscape design. By landscape, you know what landscape is. So they plan the landscape design. They also do urban design, city planning. For example, the government has ambitiously come up with smart city projects, right? I'm sure some of you will be aware about smart city projects, and in case you live in Chennai, Tirumalizai has been identified as a place for smart city. So there's a new city that's coming up. Right, now this entire smart city planning would be done by architects. So that's the importance of being an architect. You also can be into ecological management, heritage management. Heritage management is maintaining heritage sites. For example, Tanjavur big temple is a heritage site. So to manage that would be done by architects. And you can also get into urban conservation. As we discussed some time back about the concrete jungle concept in Bangalore or Chennai. So how to revive that concrete jungle, how to get back to that good old days is something which architects themselves will plan. Right, so this is what architects typically do. And BArch as a program, Bachelor's in Architecture as a program, unlike engineering, is a 5-year program. So it is not 4 years. Let me be very clear that it's a 5-year program. Once you finish that program, you will be a BArch you will be a Bachelor's in Architecture. So typically what do? They design they design the new building, they draw, and they make changes to the existing building. Some of the buildings, they also make changes so that they preserve that building. That's what heritage management is all about. So that's what they do. Now let us look into the career opportunities in architecture. Now once you finish your BArch, you can be an architect by yourself. By architect, it means planning and designing. So there is a famous saying, where engineering ends, architect begins. That's a very famous saying. So you will write from conceptualizing to construct a building. You will also take care of maintaining the building. That's what architect does. And then there is something called architectural engineer, which is a combination of engineer and architect. So by this, what you do is, you specialize in engineering, you also specialize in architecture. So it's a deadly combination of engineering and architecture. And then you can become an interior designer. Now, interior designers are most sought after these days. There is a concept called making over, right? Makeover of room, makeover of bedroom, makeover of hall, makeover of bathrooms, restrooms. Also, people do makeover. So you basically become an interior designer. You suggest homemakers, you suggest the home buyers as to how to make a living room, how to create a bedroom, where to keep this. Something which an architect does. You can also become a landscape architect. By landscape architect, we mean, when you enter a building, you see all those grass, all beautification done when you move around the buildings. So that's, you can specialize. And you can also become a naval architect. By naval architect, what we mean is building of ships, dockyards. So you specialize in, only in naval architecture. That's also possible. So these are some of the career options available once you finish your architecture. I'll just repeat. You can be an architect, you can become an architectural engineer, you can become an interior designer, you can become a landscape specialist, and you can also get into naval architecture. Now, what are the skills required to become an architect? Obviously, being an architect, you need to be very strong at drawing. Now, without you have a very strong drawing skills, you cannot become an architect. So, in case you are good at drawing, you can definitely consider architect as a career. Again, detailing. You need to have a very strong detailing skill if you have to become an architect. You have to have a very strong analytical skills if you have to become an architect. So, detailing, analytical skills, drawing, and then your mathematical skills. It's very important because measurement is something you would have studied measurement in your 5th, 6th standard or 7th standard, right? So, again, that mathematical skill is very, very important. Along with that, your communication skill has to be excellent, plus your technology skills. Now, those good old days where we used to draw in papers, now it has completely gone digitized. Therefore, your computer skills, your IT skills in drawing is also very essential. Let us take a typical example. One of the monument I would like to quote here is the Tanjavur Big Temple, where, because we live in Tamil Nadu, that is our monument, right? The Tanjavur Big Temple. From a normal person, say for example, if I go to Tanjavur Big Temple, what I see is the huge monument that's built. I'll just see how it is built. It's nicely built. I'll just look at from a normal human being perspective. Whereas an architect will not look like that. An architect will see what is the symmetry associated with it. How is the landscaping done? How did they build this construction without the shadow falling down? What is the grid plan? What are the proportions? Now, this is how an architect views the same big temple, unlike a normal man. If we only see the structure, but they don't see the structure. They think the grid plans, the proportions, the measurement, how did the shadow not fall. So all these detailing is what an architect looks from their perspective. So if you have all those skills, you can definitely consider architecture as a profession. Now, how to study architecture? Now, before you join B.Arch, you need to give an entrance test like NEET for management, NEET for medical, or CAT for management. There is something called NATA, National Aptitude Test for Architecture. So you have to take this test mandatory if you have to study in any colleges in India. There is also, IITs do also offer B.Arch. IIT Roorkee and IIT Kharagpur offers B.Arch, for which you have to take JEE, Joint Entrance Examination. You have to clear the mains. You also need to take JEE Advanced Paper 2, and then you have to take this AAT, Architectural Aptitude Test, to get qualified for IIT's architecture program. IIT's B.Arch. Only 2 IITs currently offer, that's Kharagpur and Roorkee. For all the other colleges, you have to take NATA. So if you are aspiring to study architecture, start preparing for NATA. Now, we will now see what are the pros and cons of being an architect. Let us start with the pros. What are the advantages if you're an architect? It's definitely a rewarding career. There is no doubt about that, because the kind of satisfaction that you get out of an architect. You build buildings, right? You change the entire infrastructure. So you basically build something. Definitely a rewarding career, definitely a satisfying career. Now, if you are creative, trust me, your creativeness will be used at the max. So you can use your creative crazily. So that is something which is very, very good, in this profession. And more importantly, since this is project oriented, which means you will be in one project for some amount of time. Once that project gets over, you will move to a new project. So you won't be sitting in one place, or you won't be sitting at one office forever and doing, which means that boredom is very, very less in this profession. So you can innovate very, very frequently. One project gets over, you can move to a new project altogether, and then therefore the boredom is very, very less in this profession. It's a highly respectable career. I mean, people listen to you. If you're an architect, trust me, some professions people don't even listen to you, but if you're an architect, people listen to you. It's a highly respectable career. You basically make a difference to the surrounding. You make difference to a building, you make difference to a community, you make difference to a society, you make difference to a larger ecosystem. So these are some of the advantages of being if you choose architect as a profession. Now, like any other profession, there are also some cons associated with architect as a profession. There's some disadvantages when you choose architecture. We will see what are this. First of all, you need to undertake a very, very lengthy and detailed training, or rather apprenticeship or training, if you have to become an architect. It requires a lot of experience. It requires a lot of training if you have to become a successful architect. Now, the salary compensation, if you ask me, vis-a-vis when you compare with some other profession, with the kind of training, with the kind of dedication that you do for this profession, the salary in take home or the compensation part is relatively less in this profession. That's something which you have to seriously ponder. The third is there is no strict timelines in this profession, which means you have to be on the field almost all the times, because you will definitely work on a timeline. You will work on a big timeline to finish the project, and because of an architect, the project should not get delayed. Therefore, you will be very strict on the timeline. So you have to work day and night for completing the project on time. And very importantly, this profession is related to economy. For example, if the real estate as an industry does really well, architecture as a profession will do well. So it is dependent on real estate industry. If the economy is down, if the real estate as an industry goes down, architects will also be finding it difficult to sail through the ship. So these are some of the drawbacks, or rather I would say some of the points where you have to consider before you choose a career in architecture. Now, if you are good at creative, if you are good at drawing skills, and if you are really passionate about changing the landscape of the city, changing the landscape of the society, I would strongly recommend to pursue architect and change the world. That's the message that I would like to give in this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm sure that it would have made some thought in you becoming a future architect of the country. Thank you once again for watching this video. Until next Monday, take care. Goodbye.